What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Foxy. Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Getting into another reaction. Going right into episode 23 of Fire Force Season 2. Very excited to finish this out. This episode is called Fire Cat, so maybe we get some more Tamaki content? I don't know. That's the only thing that comes to mind, because I know she kind of looks like a cat with her pyrokinesis. So we'll see where this goes, this episode. But off the last episode, we stopped the Evangelos' plan for extinction basically throughout the Tokyo Empire, because they were planning on blowing the whole fucking thing to smithereens through the nether from underground, and they were able to stop it. And now Maki's officially back with Squad 8. Shinra has some questions to ask Konro. I wonder if we happen to get that conversation, or if that even comes about, because he was thinking about it, but I don't know if he'll act upon it and ask him about it and go meet him in person. That would be interesting if he did. And then also see, like, I just kind of see where this goes and how this finishes up, because we got this episode and then one more. So I'm very curious to see how they leave us off with the end of season 2. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as I know. I would assume we get Fire Cat. That just makes me think of Tamaki, so I'm assuming maybe it has something to do with Tamaki this episode. And then maybe there's some other duty that they get into, or else I would think we just focused on Shinra's like worries about, like, okay, what's good with Lieutenant Konro? Like, maybe I should go talk to him. That's what I have to expect. But other than that, not really sure. But without further ado, let's just get into the reaction. I don't think there's too much else to say. If you guys enjoy it, please leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when the next one's coming. Let's get it. Episode 23 of season 2, Fire Force. Oh, and that's right. Captain of Squad 5. I finally remember her name. Hibana, Queen, Lover. Okay, so they're going over the information that Shinra learned. So I'm assuming he's gonna get permission to go talk to Lieutenant Konro. Yes. That's what I'm saying. He might, dude. I don't want to suspect him. He seems like a good guy, but he's got to be hiding something. And I have a feeling it might have to do with the experience that he had whenever he went in against that demon infernal in the first battle of Asakusa when he protected his brother. The soundtrack, like, theme for like Asakusa or just Squad 7, Benny Mara, whatever, like, this shit's a vibe. I'll fuck with it. She's actually getting nervous and blushing. Yeah, no shit. Shinra's pulling all the baddies, bro. The fuck? That's what I like to believe. Bro, see, what the fuck? Okay, so he obviously knows this person that's with the Evangelist. So, like, is he actually about that shit? Is he like some sort of like fucking little double agent or something? Like, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, right? I like to believe not, but that's what it's looking like. That's only the intro, though. That was literally before the opening, so we got a whole episode to figure out what the fuck's going on with him. All right, let's go. Fire Cat, what's up? Let's go with Konro. Bro, he dodged that shit like it was nothing. What the fuck? Ooh. Took him out like it was nothing. Okay, maybe we should ask about the Evangelist encounter first, maybe? Just curious. See, I knew it. Okay, it was definitely during that fight. That motherfucker looked wild. Really? Damn! Ooh. That's how he has that scar? Oh, nah, the sound effects, bro, nah. Oh my god, that shit looks crazy. And when he took him out, that's when he had the adult Link. A clone. Really? Damn. So no question about the evangelist little meeting that he had. So maybe it's because they're literally touched by Adola, because those demon infernals and whatnot are literally touched by Adola. Yes, sir. Oh, we gonna learn another move, baby? There we go, another training session with Benimaru, baby. Let's get it. I guess we're just gonna look over the evangelist encounter with Konoha. I mean, shit, I don't know. Doesn't seem important. Konoha is definitely on our side. Oh yeah? Tamaki, dude, see? Fire Cat, bro. I knew she had to be a part of this episode for some reason. So she's part of this training too. Let's go. Better get that shit up, bro. That looks wild. My man's like meditating or some shit. Well, she's gonna be in this episode for a good couple minutes, or most of the episode, so be careful, guys. Be ready for the fan service. I'm sure it's coming eventually. She feels responsible for that one guy's death and then Juggernaut's injury. She's about to fight them. Trampy lady, yo. Yeah, play, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah. She's gonna have a fucking handful with those two. Yeah, nah, this soundtrack is a classic. Ever since I started watching this show. The bass is nasty, and you can tell by the way it sounds like it's an actual stand-up bass. Like, that shit sounds nasty, baby. It's got this, like, hit, it's like jazzy, but it's got this hip feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Soundtrack is so good. Oh, be careful. They're probably gonna keep up pretty well. Caught up like it was nothing. They talking their shit. Yes, they are. What the fuck? They about to get roasted for dinner, bro? they got set up, dude. Asakusa and Benimaru, their whole place, they're all cannibals, bro. I'm ready to eat. What the fuck is this, dude? How is this gonna help them? Yeah, 8 seconds? God damn. Hey, come on. Come on, Tamaki. Prove your worth.
うちは宗教家の家系じゃないから試験が多いけど、先生は大丈夫だって。玉木さんは賢いから大丈夫だよ。頑張って。太陽神様はそのただなんとなく
Yeah, she was just going through the flow. She was living up to her parents' expectations. Fan service still had that to her name, that's for sure. But you can see what was kind of going on with her life. Oh my god. They all thought he was so cool. Little did they know he was a piece of shit. Yeah? Yeah. It seems like the theme with her is that she just went with the flow, like, because everyone else did. Didn't really think for herself. Which she probably seems to kind of regret. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, they're like twin foxes or some shit. They look cool as shit, but like, looks like she's really starting to manifest her power or whatever. Oh, Lord. Here we fucking go, dude. I mean, I can see why another girl would get mad about this if it's like her boyfriend or whatever, but like, she really can't control that shit, dude. Yeah, like, what? If someone starts commenting on your appearance and like that's all they can judge and like say, then like they have no argument, bro. Don't ever listen to that shit, dude. They're just talking out their ass. Ignorance is bliss. Oh, animation switched up. She still has like one eye kind of uncovered, so I'm sure she's gonna get to the point where it like completely covers her face, maybe even her whole body. Oh, she moving. She moving. Come on, you got this. 15 more seconds. 15 more seconds, Tamaki. Come on. See, they get along and kind of can relate because they have weird things attached to them that nobody else really understood. Her lucky luxury, and then his, like, you know, just being called the devil because he's a third generation user and he's always kind of had a Dola linked to him in a way. Fully covered. Here we go. It's gonna fully cover her face. Right here. Ooh, what the fuck? They can merge? Yeah, no, these twins are wild. Let's go, Tamaki. Level up season, baby. Damn, and her whole ass out after that. What the fuck? Because you didn't believe in yourself. That's why. Good shit. Oh, Benny Maru. He said, no one asked you to peel that much away. God damn. Wrap that shit up. Oh, dude. Never fails. Good shit. Let's go, Tamaki. Good shit. Maybe face him? Bro, why? 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 Shit, what we seeing here? What's up? Bro, are they getting crucified? Oh my god, bro. That was a quick episode. That was a good one, though. That was pretty good. Alrighty, guys. What another great episode of Fire Force. I mean, that was a pretty good buffer episode from the last encounter with the Evangelist and the Nether, and then kind of getting, you know, the questions that Shinra had answered through Lieutenant Konro. Still kind of confused on why they didn't really ask him about that Evangelist encounter. Like, I don't know. We didn't really dive more into that. I don't know why they didn't ask that, but regardless, they went to go meet up with him, Shinra and Princess Hibana, because they went over what Shinra learned through Giovanni in the Nether with their little meeting with Captain Obi and whatnot. So they gave him permission to go and try and talk to Lieutenant Conroe, and that's exactly what they did. They went to the main base or whatever, and one of the soldiers was like, "Oh yeah, Lieutenant Conroe's out right now. He went to like some like shed or something by himself." And Princess Ibana was constantly suspecting things were weird in the first place, but Shinra obviously already knows him, and we already know him, so obviously we don't want to believe he's doing something weird. But then again, we go to where the shed is, and he has actually met up with some Evangelist person. And it seemed like the Evangelist person knew him, and they set up this meeting. So that's why I'm curious why they didn't ask more about that encounter, even though like Lieutenant Conroe defeated him or whatever. Like, it seems he has some kind of tie with them or something. I don't know. Maybe like there doesn't need to be any more of a dive into that, but I thought there would be. It just kind of strikes me funny that they didn't go more into that. But anyways, they do end up having a conversation with him, and Shinra basically asks him, like, okay, did you ever have an experience with Adola? Have you ever been touched by Adola? Because I did have a link with you back in the Battle of Asakusa, or the second Battle of Asakusa, and that's where he goes on to say where he did actually have an Adola link or was touched by Adola, and that was because of the fight that he had, like I thought, in the Great Fire of Asakusa, which was the first Battle of Asakusa, where that first Demon Infernal appeared. He saved Benimaru and took on the Demon Infernal by himself, and basically that Demon Infernal, from what he said, was like kind of like a reflection of himself, or like a doppelganger. I mean, like the moves were matching up perfectly, had the same strength, sort of stuff like that, you know, and he had to really surpass his limits, and that's why he has Tesferosis now, or whatever. He can't use his pyrokinesis anymore. It's because of how hard he went to defeat that Demon Infernal. And he was actually scratched by the Demon Infernal's horn right across his nose, and that's how he has that scar. So after he defeated him, that's when he had that Adola link and kind of saw that like alternate world, you know, of Adola. And then Shinra started putting the pieces together, like, okay, well, some people that have been struck by or have linked with Adola or had an Adola experience, they also have like scars or like an injury from Adola, or like from some sort of Demon Infernal, or, you know, whatever situation that they are in. They have some sort of scar that like relates, or injury that relates to that realm. So maybe that has something to do with it, is, you know, if you're getting injured by a Demon Infernal, or maybe it takes like, that's what I'm saying, maybe it takes a certain level of Infernal. Like, that's why I'm thinking, because regular Infernals I don't think really does that. At least I don't think so. So I'm assuming it has to do with some certain level of like potency from like the Adola realm, which I'm assuming, you know, Demon Infernals are obviously very, very strong. They're probably more potent with Adola. So that might have relevancy there, and why Shinra was starting to think that, like, a couple other people that have been linked with Adola before, they have scars too. So they start talking about that, and they kind of go over Lieutenant Conroe's experience, and the animation looked great, like how they kind of actually showed a couple scenes of that fight that he went through, and it looked amazing. But anyways, that's how we learned about his experience with Adola, and why Shinra had that Adola link with him. And then they go meet up with Benimaru, and they told him that he was attacked by an Evangelist member, but it didn't really seem like he was attacked. It seemed like that meeting was set up. So I'm curious if we do get any more info on that, because they didn't seem too interested, and they have kind of blind trust for Conroe, which I do too. I mean, Conroe seems like a good guy, but like, that was pretty fucking sus, you know what I'm saying? So maybe we get more into that, or maybe there really is no need to. You know, I guess we'll just find out next episode, since next episode is the last one for the season. But regardless, we meet up with Benimaru, and they start telling him that Conroe, you know, defeated this, you know, Evangelist member that attacked him. They don't really talk anymore about it, and then they go into this conversation where Benimaru kind of strikes Shinra, and he actually dodges it. So it shows that he's gotten better. It shows that he's, you know, not let his guard down, and he's taken Benimaru's training seriously, and he still has his reflexes and whatnot. Like, he hasn't lost it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's getting better. And so that's where he goes to say, okay, maybe you're ready. And they start talking about this, like, hysterical strength and whatnot, and maybe you should train for that, because it's like where you really draw out your latent strength and like your full power to the maximum. And so Benimaru was like, okay, you know, I'll train you, and, you know, we'll do another little training session again. Bring the other youngsters, so I don't have to fucking keep on doing lessons over and over again. Just bring them all, and we'll do it all at once. So he brings himself and Arthur again, but this time he also brings Tamaki, because Tamaki kind of feels responsible, or you know, has some regret for not being able to hold her own or protect Juggernaut as much, since like Juggernaut like took a heavy blow and has, you know, literally lost an arm and a leg. And then also the senpai of his that got his head cut off feels kind of responsible for not being as useful, or, you know, not being as strong as she could have been. So she came along and she wanted to see if she could get stronger as well, and really, you know, get to a higher level and kind of catch up with Shinra and Arthur. So she comes along. She doesn't start training with Shinra and Arthur right away, because obviously they're at a higher level and they've already had training from Benimaru. So Benimaru's like, all right, I'm gonna pair you up with the two twins. Go play with them. Keep them busy. If you can do that, you know, good luck, and try your best to like keep them occupied, because they are a handful, as Shinra knows already as well. So basically they have like a kind of like a game of tag, and she has to try and stay away from them or not, you know, get caught for like 60 seconds. And as she's going through this and, you know, dealing with them or being chased by them, at first she's kind of struggling. She's getting caught pretty quickly, you know, like 5 seconds, 8 seconds, you know, they're catching up to her and catching her like it's nothing, and they weren't even trying that hard really either. So she quickly realized that these twins are no joke. She's like, all right, I gotta change. Like, I want to change. I want to get better. And this is where we kind of start getting some flashbacks or like a backstory of like kind of like her mindset or like how she grew up. And it's basically like kind of stems from her not believing in herself, because she was always going with the flow of other people, like her parents' expectations, or like, you know, what other people expect of her, like her friends, her acquaintances, kind of just trying to fit in and not really thinking for herself. It seems like that was kind of the theme throughout her, you know, young life. And then so like this is the moment where she's finally trying to change, and she's really trying to believe in herself. And that's where Benimaru at the end, when she finally, you know, got through the two twins and did really well and changed for the better. Like, it seems like her pyrokinesis has come to its full potential. Like, it really looks like a cat now. Like, she had like kind of like a cat mask with the flames, and then the mask kind of expanded to its full form, and it like really looks like a cat. That's why this episode's called Fire Cat. I knew it had to do with Tamaki, but Benimaru went on to say like, okay, yeah, for some reason you were holding yourself back, and that's probably because she didn't really believe in herself, because she was too busy worrying about everybody else's thoughts and expectations and just trying to fit in. Like, she just became a fire soldier just because she wasn't expecting herself to be anything. But she really is talented, as you can see, and she brought out this power, and she's at a new level now. So we'll see if she continues some more training, like along with Shinra and Arthur. But as far as we can tell with this throughout this episode, we only saw Shinra and Arthur through their training like once or twice, and both times they're like tied up to wood. And like the first one, they looked like they were about to be roasted like a pig. It's like, all right, yeah, we're gonna have good fucking dinner tonight, you know what I'm saying? And then the second time, it looks like they were getting crucified, but there was flames still under them. So I don't know what Benimaru is doing. I don't know what this has to do with or how it's going to affect them, like what it's supposed to do. But I guess, you know, that's going to be left for the next episode. So I'm excited to see what their training continues to look like, and what they get out of it, and how much stronger they get from this training. And then also see if Tamaki continues to train with them and do the same thing as them, or maybe Benimaru has some sort of other plan for her, or maybe that was all the training that she really needed for now, and she's just going to go back to the 8th. Not really sure, but nonetheless, very good episode. Gotta love Benimaru and Squad 7. And yeah, it was a good episode all around, getting some more training, and Tamaki leveled up finally, and I'm assuming we're going to see the same thing, another level up with Shinra and Arthur next episode. So can't go wrong with a nice training session and getting stronger. You always gotta be looking to improve and get better. So very, very good stuff. And yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Hope y'all enjoyed the reaction. If y'all did, please leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when the next one's dropping. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all be good. Deuces.